Hello everyone, this is Nikita Vishwakarma of Standard 9 from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Today I stand in front of you all to represent my topic, that is Newton's law of motion. The three laws that governs the motion of a body is firstly established by Sir Isaac Newton in the year 1686. And due to this law is known as Newton's law of motion. Now see what the first law of Newton says. The Newton's first law of motion is also called as law of inertia. According to this law, a body continues its state of rest or motion until and unless an external force applied on it. For example, this pen is laying on my hand and I am applying zero force, or you can say this is a stationary and it itself doesn't move its position until I will put it up. So it is the first law which was given by Newton. Also inertia says the same, that it is a property to oppose the change. It is of two types, that is inertia of rest and inertia of motion. According to inertia of rest, a body in rest tends to be in rest, and on the other hand, inertia of motion says that if any body is in motion, then it tends to be in motion. There are lots of examples of inertia in our daily life. For example, while traveling, when a bus suddenly starts, the passengers which are sitting inside the bus feel a sudden jerk. This is because of inertia. Also, when the bus stops, at that time also the passenger feels a jerk in her body. This is also because of inertia. So, before starting the second law, let's know about what is momentum. Momentum is denoted by P. And it can be defined as the product of mass and velocity of a body. It can be written as in this form. And here the SI unit of mass is kg and the SI unit of velocity is meter per second. So the conclusion is that we can also say that the SI unit of momentum is kg meter per second. So now let's start our second topic, that is the second law of motion. This law says that the rate of change of linear momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force. We can also write it as force is directly proportional to del P upon del T, where del means change in, okay, change in momentum. Suppose if a body of mass m and it has initial momentum u, and after some time it travels a distance and goes there and its velocity becomes v. So the initial momentum will be p is equals to mu and the final momentum will be mv. So from here, if we find the change in momentum, it will say that change in momentum will become a momentum final minus momentum initial. Here we can write as and v minus and u. It further became m v minus u. So from here we can write del p as force is directly proportional to m v minus u upon t. From the equation of motion first, we can write this as acceleration also. So it became force is directly proportional to mass and acceleration. And if we remove the sign of proportionality, then we have a constant as k. And we all know that here k, the value of k is 1. So it became force is equals to mass into acceleration. So we can easily say that the second law of Newton give us a way or an idea to measure the force by the product of mass and its acceleration. Nextly, we will learn about Newton's third law. According to Newton's third law, every action in this universe has equal and opposite reaction. But for example, if a body of one and another body here too, and it is applying force on this body in this direction, and this is applying force to a body one, then the force will become so we can write it as from here a question arises that if the body both forces is action and reaction, so they cancel each other. But it is wrong because both action and reaction will occur on the different body. So that's all about my topic. Thank you.